Welcome to County Magazine, a chance to find out what's new across Fairfax County. I'm Brian Ashby. On this edition, we'll take a peek behind the curtain at one of the area's most inspiring performing arts venues. We'll check out a new affordable housing community in the Mount Vernon district, and then we'll gaze upon the beauty of the Crook Branch Stream Restoration. Plus, from comics to cosplay, the Fairfax County Public Library's celebration of all things fandom. The Alden Theatre is a local 383-seat performing arts venue that's known for attracting top performers from around the world. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at what makes this little theater in McLean a world-class performance destination.
The Alden Theatre is a beautiful 383-seat performing arts venue that is part of the McLean Community Center. It is a resource for community engagement that presents award-winning performances and lectures for audiences of all ages. Alden Theatre, the Alden, is named after the former Washington Post editor and community organizer Bob Alden, who, along with many members of the McLean, Virginia community, made it and the McLean Community Center possible. Performing arts director Sarah Shallern-Treff books the professional acts that perform on the Alden stage and other venues throughout the community.
In general, we do about 2 or 3 shows a month, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, and we try to have a lot of variety. Is it balanced? Is it diverse? Do we have different genres represented? Do we have different cultures represented? Is it of the best quality for our patrons? And is it something that reflects what our patrons have been asking for? We do bring in the artists that come to Wolf Trap and to the Kennedy Center, and it's just a completely different experience when you come here. The goal is that all ages would enjoy going to it. The biggest part is the contracting. There's a lot of back and forth with contracting and scheduling, but we try our best to accommodate the artists. Being in a community center allows us to develop relationships. I mean, what we were really known for is being personal and intimate. Once the show is up, I go out and make a curtain speech. And I hope everyone enjoys your evening.
McLean Community Center is fortunate to have some of the best theater technicians in the business. Artists rave about the technical support they receive, and the Alden's reputation allows it to bring in acts that one wouldn't normally see in such a small venue. Word gets around that it's a great venue with top-notch staff. Technical director Jennifer Garrett oversees all technical aspects of the theater.
The technical director is responsible for making sure that all the technical aspects of a show are met, and that the artist is as comfortable as they can be. Then they're free to do their best work on stage because they know that they will be supported. When I come in, I always check in with everybody to see where things are, what the state of the art is. If anything has been an issue, is there anything I need to be aware of? Is there something that I need to handle? I always touch base with everybody. I visit the lighting console, I visit the audio console, I check in with their stage manager to make sure that she has everything she needs. I check in with their lighting director to make sure there aren't any issues that he hasn't had a chance to deal with yet that we can help with. Lighting console is actually a very small part of what the lighting was. We hung and circuited and focused a lot of our lights. That took a lot of time. It took a lot of prep time. We worked on this, and the dance booms. We built that. We worked the previous week before the dancers ever came in. We created their lighting plot on stage. The console looks fancy and fun and wonderful, and it's marvelous. But the real work is the physical work that went into in the advance before they ever stepped foot in the door. Most shows benefit from the technical aspects. Audio technicians can make artists sound terrible, or they can make artists sound great. Justin is an artist on the console.
A lot of people don't have the experience of the technology or what goes into making sound good to really put that in the forefront and make that a priority. But here at the Alden, we take it very seriously, and I just do my best to be able to recreate what the artists are trying to portray, try to put out there.
So the Alden staff is wonderful. Sometimes when we come into a location, a venue, it feels like us versus them. And we feel like we're always combating or fighting. Here, it's felt like a team that had never met before, working towards making the best show in a few days. So Jennifer and her whole crew, Justin on sound, it's been really incredible. So it's been very collaborative. The way we were taken care of and honored as working artists traveling around the country and the world, it was a true show of hospitality as it has been in this theater.
In our small but mighty staff, each member takes on several roles. Jeff Virchow, Performing Arts Coordinator, oversees the green room and artist hospitality. But perhaps his most visible role is that of a manager of the volunteer usher program and front of house, the physical space that the patrons inhabit in the lobby and the theater.
One of the most important things that we try to do is we make sure we have our patrons happy so they keep coming back. And when they're leaving, they're laughing and enjoying themselves. So to that end, we set up the lobby so there's an easy flow to traffic with our stanchions, our ticket area. We get our ushers all in the right place. We assign them to different areas so that a patron never can go more than, say, 10 feet without running into someone that can help them.
The Alden has been operating since 1975 and is known as a roadhouse, a performance venue that brings touring acts of all types rather than producing long runs of plays or musicals. The Alden Theatre has something for everyone. Visit us for our intimate theater experience.
The Fairfax County Board of Supervisors has taken on the challenge of creating 10,000 affordable housing units by the year 2034. Now, this may seem like a daunting goal, but the county is already halfway there, with new communities just coming alive, like this one in the Mount Vernon district. Take a look.
We're so excited to be here today in Alexandria at North Hill, a project that took 40 years to finally bring to the ribbon cutting we're celebrating today.
3, 2, 1, cut!
This project took an incredibly complex set of resources to bring it together. We use things like CDBG funds, home funds, and a mix of different financing through our partners, as well as selling part of the property to a commercial rate developer for townhomes. These all came together to make this possible, and without these multiple pieces adding to the capital stack, we would not have this project today.
It's a time in which so many different organizations have come together to create amazing affordable homes where people need and want to live. And want is important. These need to be places where any of us would like to live.
If we truly are committed to a community where everybody can live, learn, work, and play, and to leave no one behind, those are two principles that that's been part of my life and been part of my representation of this community. Is to do that, you have to have more housing.
What you see is a final product that is extraordinarily high quality, will serve this community for many, many decades, and is a symbol of the type of creativity that we use to make affordable housing happen really in all corners of the county. The real importance is the families that will benefit from this property and the high quality homes that they'll be able to live in and make contributions to Fairfax County.
One of the things that makes this community so special is the variety of people that are going to be able to call it home. We have places for families, we have places for seniors, and we have places for them to live, work, and play close by on the Route 1 corridor.
With all the impervious surfaces in Fairfax County, like roads, roofs, and parking lots, growing torrents of stormwater ravage our streams every time it rains. To combat this, the county's Stormwater Planning Division restructures and restores area streams. making them safer for the local flora, fauna, and taxpayer. Here's more.
We are at the Crook Branch at Mantua Elementary School Stream Restoration. We are here because of a lot of erosion issues. The stream was experiencing over-widening, undercutting, trees were falling down left and right. I'm standing here on a trail that was severely compromised because of a pedestrian bridge that was a little too narrow for the fire hosing effect of the stream as it was shooting down, ripping away the sides of the banks. Ideally, we would utilize that floodplain. We would get that sinuosity as streams naturally are, let the water move with every curve, it slows down. But because we're in between so many homes, we're very restricted on how we can move. So therefore, we add rocks to kind of get that water, crash against the rock and back into the stream.
We come in, we have a huge impact, but what we try to do with our stream restoration projects is to identify areas of good vegetative quality and to try to protect those. And as you walk up and down the stream, you'll see little islands of existing trees amongst the construction area. Those islands were trees that were thought to be in good condition, and the vegetation around them is in good condition. So we save some of those little islands of good vegetation to kind of seed into the perimeter and help heal the landscape after we've done this major construction.
In addition to just stream restoration, the trail improvement, pedestrian bridge replacement, we did replace 2 sanitary lines while we're already in the area to up to code standards, and also replaced and protected a water line. So the utilities in this area are all protected, in addition to improving water quality, stabilizing the banks, and getting that ecological value.
The Fairfax County Public Library recently had a celebration of all things comic book, fantasy, and science fiction. They called it FanDOMANIA. Visitors enjoyed a variety of activities, including presentations from authors, a superhero training camp, a cosplay contest, and more. Check it out.
We're here at FanDOMANIA, and that is Fairfax County Public Library's celebration of all things geeky. So that includes things like comic books, graphic novels, science fiction and fantasy genres, and more. This is our 6th year hosting this event, and some of our activities today include a cosplay contest, a superhero training camp for preschoolers, and a presentation and book signing by Ben Hatke, who is the author and illustrator of the Zeta the Space Girl graphic novel series. One of our missions is to build communities that value freedom of expression, and FanDOMANIA does just that. We're here today with a diverse group of individuals who share an interest in different fandoms. This event allows the community to come together and bond over shared interests, which is crucial in building and strengthening community. We're also able to highlight some of the services that we offer to Fairfax County community members, such as our 3D printers, which are available at some of our Fairfax County Public Library branches. We have the printers here today to show what they can do, as well as some information about how the community can access them. So events similar to FanDOMANIA often incur an associated cost, but this event, like all of our programs, events, and services at Fairfax County Public Library, is totally free of charge. So that opens this opportunity to individuals who might otherwise not have the ability to attend. We're also here in Providence Community Center, which is a space that has been provided to us, so our visitors today can explore Providence Community Center. And finally, events like these stimulate the local economy. We have small businesses, local authors, and all sorts of vendors here in the gymnasium for our visitors to explore today.
My favorite is Pokemon, so that's why I'm looking at this. I like doing buttons. This one's my favorite one.
For more information, you can visit our website or follow us on social media.
Well, that about does it for this edition of County Magazine. Thanks for joining me. Remember, there are countless ways to get involved in your community to make Fairfax County an even better place to live, work, and play. I'm Brian Ashby, and we'll see you next time on County Magazine.